Good evening, class 12. Girls, proceeding with accountancy today. We reach today retirement of a partner. We reach today the next topic, the next type of question is adjustment of capitals. Now, girls, at the time of retirement of a partner, the few things that I told you, the first thing that we discussed was calculation of the gaining ratio, and that we discussed the gaining ratio and the new ratio at the time of retirement of a partner. Now, when the partner retires, he is also claimant of the capitals, his share of capitals. That means the capitals at that time, at the time of retirement is not a planned activity. Retirement or death of a partner, yes, he has to retire after giving a due notice, but retirement can happen anytime. So the capital at that time has to be revalued according to the fresh values of all the assets and liabilities. Pursuing with adjustment of capital. Now let us see what is this adjustment. This is illustration 44 of your textbook. I'll take you to the textbook. See, this is the question, adjustment of capital, illustration 38 in my book, but it must be 44 in the new books. The balance sheet of A, B and C, who were sharing profits in proportion to their capitals. And capitals have been given there 18,000, 9,000, 18,000, 13,500 and 9,000. These are the capitals. Further, they say the retirement happens on 31st March and the assets and liabilities have been given. The balance sheet has been given to us. And further, now let us read what does the question says. Further, it is stated, be retired on 1st April 2012. The date must be different in your book, doesn't matter. And the following was agreed upon. That stock be depreciated by 6%, stock be depreciated. Remember, stock, the assets are coming down, debit side. That the provision for doubtful debts be brought up to 5% on debtors. So we find out the 5% on debtors and see what is the present provision given in the balance sheet and make adjustment to that. The land and building be appreciated by 20%. The assets being appreciated means credit side of revaluation account. That the provision of 770 be made in respect of outstanding legal charges. Liability is to be created. Liabilities increase on the debit side. Investments are brought down to rupees 8,500. Investments are coming down. Assets are coming down. That means decrease in the assets on the debit side. And then it is said, the next important thing after the assets and liabilities, that the goodwill of the entire firm be fixed at 10,800. Goodwill of the firm and B's share, the retiring partner's share of goodwill, be adjusted into the accounts of A and C, who are going to share the future profits in the ratio of 5:3. The old ratio has been given to us. The old ratio is the ratio of the capitals, that is 18,000 is to 13,500 is to 9,000. That means 4:3:2. That is given to us. And then they say entire capital is to be the next important adjustment, that the entire capital of the firm as newly constituted, that means after B's retirement, newly constituted, be fixed at rupees 28,000. This is the additional adjustment that we are finding in this question now. That after B's retirement, after giving him his share of goodwill, his share of capital, his share of profits, everything will be given to him what he is claimant of. Next thing, then they say the entire capital of the firm as newly constituted be fixed at 28,000. The capital between the remaining partners should be 28,000 and new ratio between A and C in the proportion of 5:3. Actual cash, now we distribute that in the ratio of 5:3 actual cash. So whatever less will be brought by the partners. In case of anything excess will be given to the partner. To cash and by cash we make the entry, and we are asked to make the journal entries and show the balance sheet after transferring B's share to in his account. Now in the book they have given the journal entries, but I have been preferring for you to learn the revaluation account. I will show you calculation of the ratios, the new ratio, the gaining ratio, and the preparation of revaluation account. See here. See, the first thing that I've done here is calculation of gaining ratio on B's retirement. The gaining ratio is new ratio minus the old ratio. New ratio is 5:8. 5:3 is the new ratio. It has been given straight away in the question. In adjustment number 4, they said that the future profits are 5:3. That means 5/8 and 3/8. It is given. And the old ratio is that 4:3:2. That is also given in the question, because this is the ratio of their capitals. 18,000 is to 13,500 is to 9,000. It comes to the ratio of 4:3:2. So 4/9, 3/9 and 2/9. It is given in the question. So new minus old ratio is the gaining ratio. That comes to 13/72 and 11/72. Hence the gaining ratio becomes 13:11. After this, next now we have been given adjustment of capitals according to the new profit sharing ratio. Just leave this for a while. Let us make the revaluation account first. All the journal entries have been given, which I am focusing less right now. I will start with the revaluation account, which is not given there in the question. Here, the revaluation account, if you remember the question, it stated the assets stock is reduced by rupees 480. It is reduced. Provision for doubtful debt is to be created at a certain percentage, 5% they have given. To outstanding legal charges, it comes to 770. The outstanding legal charges, that means it is liability increases on the debit side, unrecorded liability. And land and building has to increase in the assets on the credit side, and this is the profit distributed among the partners in the old ratio, 1,600, 1,200 and 800 respectively. Further now, let us do the question before the adjustment of capital, as we were doing before. Till now here we have done. This is the capital account with A, B and C. The capitals that are given there, 18,500, 13,500 and 9,000 respectively for A, B and C. The revaluation profits, which we just calculated, 1600, 1200 and 800 respectively. Investment fluctuation fund, all the reserves, all the funds and undistributed profits are distributed in the old ratio. And here is the goodwill. Goodwill is given in the question. With that goodwill and the old ratio, we'll find out the retiring partner share of goodwill and distribute that in the gaining ratio. This is distributed in the gaining ratio, 1950 and 1650. Here also the same thing, gaining remaining to retiring, that is the entry that we make, remaining to retiring. Here we make the entry of goodwill. And rest now is, they say, the amount is posted to we find out the balances. This is the balance of 19,800 and 19,800, which will be posted to the loan account. Now let us see how the adjustment of capital. They say now these are the balances 19,650 and 9150. How these are to be adjusted in the new ratio. Let us see. The capital of the newly constituted firm, they say, should be 17,500. These are the capitals we have just calculated. These are the balances of the three partners capital account that is shown. We have to make capital adjustment. Adjustment of capital is required according to the new ratio they have given. They say it should be 28,000. So divided in the new ratio. The new ratio between the two partners is 5:3. We distribute 28,000 into 5:3, 17,500 and 10,500 for A and C. B has retired. Now let us see how do we do it. We bring back these are the balances that are brought forward, 19,650 and 9150 for A and C respectively. Now it is this 19 for A, it is 19,650, whereas it should be 17,500. That means it is extra. Whatever is surplus will be paid back. So to bank or to cash, we pay the amount. This is actually the balancing figure. Here for C, B has retired. AB has gone, the entire amount of B is transferred to his loan account. Now coming to C. C's existing capital according to all the amounts, all the appropriations, his revaluation, his balance, his revaluation, share of IFF, the share of goodwill, everything is done, and the balances come to be, his balance comes out to be 9150. Existing capital for C is 9150. Whereas if we divide the amount of 28,000 in the new ratio 3 by 8, that comes to 10,500. It should be this, it is less, 9150 existing should be 10,500, so he will bring back this remaining amount. Whatever is to be brought back by the partner, that is by bank, whatever is extra paid to him, it is to bank, and it is paid, it is cleared. So now when we make the balance sheet, the opening balance sheet of the reconstituted firm, the capitals that will feature will be the capitals that have been bought after adjustment. 28,000 wala capitals in the new ratio, 17,500 and 10,500 respectively. The surplus and the shortage has been fulfilled. The cash, the sundry debtors, provision, stock, investment, everything has been taken care of. This is how we'll calculate the remaining cash now. What is there? The amount that is already there, that is balance brought down, cash balance that is given in the balance sheet 5500, it is there. The cash that will be brought in and the cash that will be paid to the partner, this is surplus, this will be paid to the partner, this is amount that will be brought in by the partner. The balance of cash will be 4,700, which will be shown in the balance sheet, in the the opening balance sheet. This is the amount that will be shown in the balance sheet, 4700, the cash balance. Here, this is the amount that will be shown. I hope we are clear with this.